Hey everybody, and welcome back to Living Between Paychecks Kitchen. I'm Oz, Jackie Later, still Lake Jackson, and yeah, I got my back shiny and it's a little wrinkly, but whatever. Today we're going to do one that we do a lot here on the Gulf Coast. I don't know if anybody else really does it much anywhere else, but I found a thing and we're going to try it out. It's going to be different, it's going to be fun. Before we get into it, be sure to like, share, subscribe, do all the YouTubey stuff, you know how that works. And also there's a link down the doobly-doo. We got all our fake hands, spatulas, pot holders that have curse words on them and stuff. The link's down in the doobly-doo, and let's just get into it before my tongue outruns my head again. Alright, revisiting fish tacos. So the difference is we're going to use the seasoned fish, the roasted red pepper stuff, which is really great. It's frozen. It's the same price as the other stuff, except it's got more, seasoning to it. You're going to want your tortillas, obviously, corn or flour. I got big, stupid white guy hands, so I usually go with the flour stuff, but either way, it's really great. Now, whatever you want to dress it with. Now, we're going to use cilantro and some green onion. You can use whatever you want, whatever seasonings you want. I usually use dill on all my fish and salt and pepper, basically. All right. And one of the main reasons we wanted to revisit this is we were told we did not use the proper sauce for fish tacos. So I found secret sauce. They have it pre-made. Not quite sure what it's made out of, but we're going to try that as well. So, butter. You're also going to need butter. Why is this not on screen? But we're just going to need a little bit just to, cook our fish a little bit. All right, so first things first, we got our green onion and our cilantro. Now I'm going to cut these up beforehand because I'm kind of limited in space. So, get you a nice sharp knife. Shout out to Andy. Thank you very much. And we're going to take your veg and go clean it, especially the cilantro. Now, we're not going to use all of it, so just pull out a few sprigs that you want to use and clean. Be sure to get the white parts of your onion clean, because that's where it grows in the dirt. Cut off your roots, and the cilantro, you need to spread it apart and clean it when you do that. Now, green onions, I usually start at the green ends. Get you a nice sharp knife. Now, when you drag it across there, like if you do it slow, instead of just chopping up and down, you slide it a little bit, and that's what cuts that part at the bottom, so you don't have large connective pieces to it. So just like a decent chop, it doesn't have to be huge. Just take it, set it apart. We're going to use it to dress later. So I just got these little ramekin things. I got them for like $2-3 at like a Target or something. So they're decorative, but hey, they're nice and cool. Not sponsored by Target at all, or anybody else really. But yeah. So get the rest of this decent chop. Set it aside. Now your cilantro, again, just kind of bundle it up. You just want the leafy end. You don't want the stems. So you got this cleaned, nice done. Pull your stems down. Pull your leaves up, and then again, just give it a nice sliding cut there. Cut it across the bottom, and then again, like I said, you don't want this bit. It's really fibrous. It's got a bitter taste to it, so it doesn't really help. Again, if cilantro, if you have that soap gene, man, I apologize, don't use it, but just set it aside. Alright, so get you a decent sized skillet. Make sure it's nice and clean. Put it about medium high. Let it warm up. Now we're going to put our butter in here. Alright, as I always say, the butter has measurements on the side of the wrapper, man, if you look at it. So we want to use about a tablespoon or so. Just careful when you do that. I wouldn't suggest doing that. I just didn't have a place to cut it on film. So put about a tablespoon of it, let it heat up at about medium or so. Maybe a little lower, because you want to do a little slow, because you want to cook the inside of the fish, make sure it's all done. So these, once you made them, make sure they're thawed. Just cut them open, put them right in there, and then try to get as much of this sauce and stuff that's in there on this stuff. You don't want to throw it away. Like, it's good for marinating, and it's been soaking in that and frozen with that for however long it's been manufactured, but it always helps. This is our big difference to the other ones. Like the other ones, you put them in here for about 3 or 4 minutes. Make sure they're all on each side, and then season them while they're in here. The other ones, we just season with whatever we had around the house. These are marinated and different. Had a few people, sorry I forgot your name, that told us about these. So I had to hunt these down and try these, and man, these are really good. So yeah, salt, pepper to taste. I put a little dill on mine. I put a lot of dill on mine. It always just brings out the fresh fish flavor, and with tilapia it's kind of hard, but it always really gets. So be careful, because that part will actually cook. It'll burn the anything green that's in there. Like your salt disperses, but pepper and anything else will burn if it's in there for too long. So be careful with putting that on there when you flip it. If it's going to burn, it's got to stay in there too long. Don't use it. But this, 3-4 minutes per side. You can't really see the edges brown because there's so much seasoning in this the red pepper sauce that's on there. So what you got to do is kind of go by feel until it toughens up. Like fish, when you first put it in there, it's going to be squidgy as hell. It's just squish, right? So when you cook it, you put it about 3.5-4 minutes per side. Don't do a lot of flipping, right? So just let it cook on there, but you'll feel it. It'll tense up, be super tough. Not super tough, but tougher than like the squidgy part when you put it in there. So like I said, 3.5-4 minutes per side. Get a nice flip, and once it starts to get the flaky part to it, look at it here. You can see where some of it's not brown, and you can see where it's all stuck on the bottom right there where I was scraping. That's the seasoning that cooked onto the bottom and a little bit of the skin. Okay, so you want that brown edged, that firm meat, firm, not tough. That's the term I'm looking for. So here's how to dress once you've pulled that off. All right, I set up my tacos like this because I don't know, they support each other, and it's not just a lazy flat taco shells kind of thing laying there. I always do the soft stuff. I don't do crunchy tacos at all, just because I have misophonia and I don't like listening to myself crunch, let alone anybody else. So I use the soft stuff, set them up like this. So put meat in here. You don't want to overstuff them, but it's about half of each of the filet will fit in any of these. Hit it with this secret sauce. It smells great. I tasted a little bit just on my finger, and it seems to be like the same stuff they use on most of the fish tacos in town. Hit it with some of the fresh green onion. Just personally, the fresh green onion. You could use a little bit of sour cream on the top of this, just because of the coolness, and the cream kind of brings out a lot of the constituting flavors of the roasted red peppers and the onion itself. So, but this is it. And again, if you don't like cilantro, don't put it on there. Don't dress it. If you have that soap gene, I'm telling you, my heart goes out to you. I'm sorry that you're missing some awesome food because it tastes like soap to you. But the rest of us, we eat and it's good. So this was great. This feeds, if you put anything next to it, it's going to feed at least 3 to 4 people. It's well under our budget. The most expensive part is your fish, which is right at $4.50 to $5, depending on where you get it. You can get great big bags of the tilapia stuff, but not seasoned. The seasoned one, again, like $5, and it had those 3 big fillets in there, and each of these tacos use about half or a little bit more. So you can cut it down like 3 or 4 people, or just me. It fed me twice, so that's great. You should try this out. I wouldn't use it for food prep because microwaving fish just makes the whole house smell bad, and tortillas don't hold up to that real well. But yeah, the rest of this for a meal, this is great. And there you have it, folks. Quick, easy, dirty fish tacos that were very seasoned. They're very good. The secret stuff actually works really well. I was very impressed. I think it's mayo and hot sauce, but I can't tell by the ingredients because I don't know chemistry. So if you do it differently, you want to see us do it differently, let us know. Put it down in the comments. That's what they're there for. You can also find us on social media and let us know that I'm wrong over there too. You can let me know on Facebook, Pinterest, Patreon. You can find us at all those of them between Paychecks Kitchen. You can also find us on Instagram at Living Between. We had to shorten it down. I'm pretty sure everybody knows this spiel by now. You can also find me, Oz Wayne Nerdy, on all of those, as well as Twitter and TikTok. I haven't posted on TikTok. I've been doing a lot of stuff. Got a lot of funerals to go to, which kind of sucks. But I will see y'all next time. Please be safe and enjoy the food. And let us know if you did it. Show us some pictures. I want to see you guys making this food. That'd be awesome.